space later today. JAXA 支援チームの皆さん、素晴らしい選曲ありがとうございます。この曲を聴いていると本当に元気が出てきます。今日はドッキングの日です。そして、宇宙の新しい家での生活を始めることを楽しみにしています。Thank you, Janice.
You're welcome, Koichi. Your execute packet should be printing. If you could, please change out the 2 image cards in the KFX machine, and you are go for Outlook.
Copy that, thanks.
This morning's wake-up song, chosen especially for astronaut Koichi Wakata, the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency. That song is called Radio Exercise. It's a traditional Japanese song that is played for children to exercise to. This version was performed by the Tokyo Broadcast Children's Choir.
This is Mission Control Houston. Live views from the International Space Station, now in orbital night as it's just making its way over the southern Pacific Ocean, just off the east coast of Australia. It's being closely followed by the space shuttle, which is closing in for a docking later today. All the rendezvous operations now underway, and things going smoothly for the shuttle crew as well as the International Space Station crew, which are preparing for their visitors and 8 days of joint docked operations.
Houston Discovery, tally-ho on a station about 50 miles ahead of us.
Station tally-ho. Houston copies, Discovery.
This is another view from the orbiting complex looking back towards Discovery, closing in. 2 are expected to dock over Jakarta, Indonesia, just a few hours from now. We're about 2.5 minutes from a burn that will further refine Shuttle Discovery's approach to the International Space Station.
Alpha Discovery on the big loop. Com check.
And Discovery, this is Alpha. We have you loud and clear, and what a beautiful thing it is.
Hi, Sandy. We've got you live and clear. Got a beautiful view of the station from 30,000 feet.
Huge, isn't it?
But asymmetric.
But not for long.
Houston Station on 2.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike, on 2.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know we're tally-ho on the shuttle. We've never seen such a beautiful sight. It's awesome.
Very good news.
You're watching a live view from the International Space Station, looking down as Space Shuttle Discovery is tracking underneath. Just a few minutes from the intersection with the R-bar, the position directly below the International Space Station from which it will perform the rendezvous pitch maneuver. The 2 vehicles now just over 1,700 feet apart, continuing to close in at a rate of 2.5 feet per second.
Discovery Houston on the big loop. You are go for the RPM.
Discovery copies. Go for the RPM. Alpha and Houston. Discovery's initiating the RPM. 2, 1, mark.
An orbiter is initiating RPM.
Discovery Houston on the big loop. We copy. RPM initiate.
This is Mission Control Houston. As you've heard, Space Shuttle Discovery now starting with the rendezvous pitch maneuver, a 9-minute maneuver with Lee Archambault at the controls as he will rotate the orbiter in a complete backflip. Expedition 18 astronauts Mike Fink, Sandy Magnus, and Yuri Lonchikov in place in the International Space Station, specifically the Zvezda service module. They'll be taking digital photos throughout this entire maneuver. We'll be using digital cameras with 400mm and 800mm lenses to photograph Discovery's upper and bottom surfaces. Discovery in place just about 600 feet below the International Space Station. The two vehicles just off the west coast of South America. In the view now, you can just see as the two vehicles are passing over the coast of Lima, Peru. Good view as Discovery rotating and the underside coming into view. And Fink and Magnus poised with their cameras. They will actually wait for the call for photos to start, and they will ultimately take several hundred photos in a well-choreographed pattern, ensuring they get all of the surface areas, and those photos will be later downlinked for analysis by engineers on the ground.
Alpha Discovery, start photos.
Alpha Houston, start photos.
At the call, of course, to commence with the photography, the two astronauts will take as many as 300 digital pictures of the shuttle's heat shield. Again, using two different cameras, a 400mm and 800mm lenses that are able to provide resolution up to 3 inches and 1 inch, respectively. The photography is one of several techniques used to inspect the shuttle's thermal protection system for possible damage.
Alpha Discovery, in photos.
Alpha Houston, end photos.